अब हम अपनी इस तकरीब के जो साहिब सदर हैं उनको खुतबा सदारत के लिए ज़हमत देंगे सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान जनाब डॉक्टर ज़हूर अहमद साहब।
जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच, बहुत शुक्रिया आप लोगों का। ये मैं समझता हूँ कि I'll say a few words in English also and उर्दू। हालांकि वो प्रोफेसर साहब के सामने मुझे अंग्रेज़ी में बात करते हुए शर्मिंदगी महसूस हो रही है। उन्होंने इतनी शुस्ता उर्दू बोली है कि मेरा ख्याल है कि मैं उसका शायद मुकाबला भी नहीं कर सकता। लेकिन मैं चाहूँगा बिकॉज दिस इज़ this gathering, I think I would like to especially congratulate Iqbal Academy and all the organizers and Kasana Sahab for organizing an event in which we have people from different perspectives who are talking about Iqbal as a poet and as a philosopher. We have Ms. Anna Lee, who has a Swedish perspective, and Professor Saab, who is a linguist, and he's, as you can see, in many languages. He has studied literature. And then we have poets, Jamil Saab, historians, religious scholars, and we have this great young girl that we have here today, the Pakistani Swedish girl who talked about Iqbal and how she understood the thoughts and philosophy of Iqbal. And I think, and then we had Mr. Hashimi, who talked about the influence of Iqbal on the modern Persian thought and how Iqbal influenced the whole Muslim world. And I think that is where I would, as a student, I learned a lot from these different perspectives. And also in the participants, I can see that there are many ladies and young people, and we have people from different age groups and people from different genders. And I think that is something which I would especially like to appreciate about this event. I think there has been a lot of talk about Iqbal, and I do not consider myself a scholar on Iqbal or on literature for that matter. But what I would like to say is that Iqbal has great relevance in the world literature and in world philosophy today. And that's why मैं जो प्रोफेसर साहब ने बात की कि हमें इकबाल की थॉट को, इकबाल की फ़िलासफ़ी को स्वीडिश ऑडियंस के सामने इंट्रोड्यूस कराने के लिए ज़्यादा मेहनत करने की ज़रूरत है. एंड आई थिंक वी वुड लाइक टू हैव more partners from Uppsala University and from other places also, people like Ms. Anna Lee also, who can introduce the thought of Iqbal into the Swedish society and into Swedish literature. And I think, let me briefly, why I think that this is important. Iqbal is the national poet of Pakistan, and Pakistan has been inspired by the thoughts of Iqbal. But more than that, he was a poet who was born in a colonial era, and he talked about the renaissance of Islam, but he did not talk about, he was not a person who was living in a vacuum. He was also influenced by great philosophers of the world, great European philosophers like Goethe, Nietzsche, Bergson, and from Dante, and all these thoughts, he was influenced by them, but also he was proud of his own traditions, of the strength of the Muslim and the Eastern philosophies and Eastern traditions, and that I think gave a direction for all of us here who are living in the European society, that you should not shy away from learning whatever you can from any tradition or any philosophical thought, and that is the way forward for if Muslims want to be successful in this society or any other society. They have to be open to new ideas, open to various thoughts, and they should be proud of their own heritage, and this will be the way forward. We've talked about ishq, and ishq and khudi and shaheen. And these are concepts which were there in poetry before. Shaheen is Iqbal's concept of मर्द कामिल या मर्द खुदा या मर्द मोमिन, जिसको वो मुख्तलिफ अंदाज में कहते हैं. एंड he talks about a perfect man, and that perfect, I mean, man or woman is not just confined to Eastern thought or Eastern philosophies. For example, or for Muslim thoughts by that. And Mr. Kasana talked about the great authors and poets who are associated with this month and this day, and I would like to talk about Nanak, Guru Nanak, who was the founder of Sikh religion and whose birth anniversary is being celebrated in Pakistan these days, and we are very proud that we are welcoming Sikh pilgrims from all over the world, including from Sweden. And he talked about Nanak in one of his poems, and he said, "Aahe shudar ke liye Hindustan gham khana hai, dard-e insani से इस बस्ती का दिल बेगाना है, बुतकदा फिर हुआ बुतकदा फिर नूर इब्राहिम से आज़र का घर रोशन हुआ, फिर उठी आखिर सदा तौहीद की पंजाब से, हिंद को एक मर्द कामिल ने जगाया ख्वाब से." So I would like to pay tribute to Nanak. So from Nanak to Gautam and all these thoughts, Iqbal was not shy to learn from them. And that is a lesson for one of the lessons from Iqbal is that we and our young people living in this society, we should try to get as much knowledge as possible from different ways of thinking, from different philosophies, and find out what is it that we can make ourselves a better human being and become what Iqbal said, the Marde Kamil. And that is not just about belief, it is also about amal. So amal or ishq, these are two things which Iqbal's Marde Kamil has combined in it. And you talked about Masjid-e-Kartaba, and in Masjid-e-Kartaba, that great poem of Allama Iqbal, he says that Kare jahan be sabat, kare jahan be sabat, awwal o aakhir fana, batin o zahir fana, naksh kohan ho ke no, manzil-e aakhir fana, hai magar us naksh ko se baate dawam, jisko kiya ho kisi marde khuda ne tamam. And Marde Khuda ka amal ishq se sahib farogh. So he says that whatever we do with the strength of our heart, khune jigar se namu. So he talks about khune jigar. Khune jigar is the blood that you comes from your liver. So it's not the blood of the heart, it's the blood of the liver, which has traveled hard and which has done a lot of effort. So that blood, when it produces something, that art stays forever, that thought stays forever. That is, I think, what Iqbal's message is for us, to learn from all philosophical thoughts, to how we can become stronger as individuals, be more confident in our own heritage, and be confident enough to say that here we are wrong and the other people are right. And so that, and then I think also why Iqbal is relevant today is that Iqbal was the poet born in colonial time who gave the way forward for all the post-colonial societies on how to progress. And he says in one of his, ishq sikhata hai, aadab-e khuda gahi, khulte hain ghulamo par asrar-e shahi. And so he says that when ishq teaches you how to study yourself, unless you study yourself, you know about the strength of the human being, until you don't know that, you would not be able to be a free person. You will stay a slave a colonial subject. And I think that is where Iqbal is very relevant, and that's why I think we should work to introduce Iqbal in a more robust manner. I think that can be done through translations, that can be done through theses or MPhil papers, and we'll be happy to support that in any way that we can. And thank you very much for having me.